right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Saturday, January 11th, 2019. It is 11 days into the new year here, folks. All right, and I got an email I wanted to read to you. Woodman, Scott, myself are now heading to Virginia. It looks like we might have Sergeant Jaworski, Jaws. He's been on the show maybe twice, months ago, maybe even like 6 months, 8 months ago. But these are some people that have stopped by, been part of the Patriot Hour, and support this mission. All right, this idea. So we cannot knock it. So it's just more for us. We want the more the merrier for the event and all. I mean, that's what it's all about. And then just for having a crew to be able to pull off some of the recording and have enough people to also be there to watch our sixes as we're doing things, because it gets kind of chaotic if you're trying to record and pay attention to things and all of a sudden your surroundings. So again, a 2-day event. We're heading up, leaving on Sunday the 19th. About a week from tomorrow, we'll be on the road early. We're talking about 5:30, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time takeoff out of here, and we got our about 11-hour trip. Malta. We're going to do multiple live broadcasts on the way if we can pull it off, as long as signal is strong. We got hotspot with us. We got unlimited, internet, but again, unlimited never is truly unlimited. Once you get up to the 20 or 24 gigabyte in a month, you get throttled down to the 3G. Then it's next to impossible to watch YouTube videos or even pull off a stream. Anyway, so, okay, again, I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. Always take what we say with a grain of salt. Do your own research, connect your own dots, use your discernment, read everything you can, listen to everybody you can, watch everything you want, but believe none of it until you can verify it in your own way, in your own right, and however that works best for you. With that being said, we try to weave through a lot of the stuff, and again, even in the last video, folks, Project Looking Glass, I've been looking into that for years. What does it mean? What does it entail? Well, you need to do some research on your own. Is it exactly how people say it is, or is it we know we got technology. We know we got spiders that can crawl around the internet. And even in the early 2000s, there were things predicting 9/11 off the internet because there was algorithms made, for example, to go out and scour. Like, if you can imagine little spiders that go out and listen to all this chatter around the internet. And if you're typing in keywords, or it can go and scour and bring back keywords, things that are being buzzed about around the internet. Now, they created some software for the stock exchange to do this very thing back in the early 2000s, and they would set this software free, a bunch of little spiders or agents crawling around the internet, getting all the buzzwords and the feedback, and then bringing it back to them to analyze, and then people would look at it and apply it towards stocks, and they can kind of see where to put money based off of people's chatter, the subconscious of the internet. All right, when it came back with things like building, planes, fire, yelling, running, it kind of threw people off. For months later, 9/11 happened. All right, so it was picking up other chatter. All right, and how does that exist? Well, we know 9/11 was planned by who, whatever. But if you just know the fact that 9/11 was planned and that there was people talking about it, that's chatter. All right, so really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys this email here. This up. All right, here we go. So VA alert. All right, I got alerted with the VCDL. Breaking guns banned in Capitol buildings only, not on grounds. So Virginia Citizens Defense League, defending your right to defend yourself. The Democratic leadership in the General Assembly continues to be in total disarray and or trying to avoid any kind of transparency in their actions. Sounds familiar with the Democrats on the federal level. So on Friday, they did two things with almost no notice and not even saying who isn't on the rule committees. Until late last night, the Democrats changed the rules to ban guns in the General Assembly and the Capitol buildings. There was no exception for concealed holder permit or CHP holders. Important, there is no ban outside those buildings. There is no ban outside those buildings, including on the Capitol grounds. Thus, those attending the VCDL Lobby Day rally on the 20th, which is, like I said, Woodman, Scott, myself, possibly, like I said, Jaws now, Sergeant Jaworski, and many, many other, thousands of others out there. So important that there is no ban on outside of those buildings, including on the Capitol grounds. So thus, attending the VCDL Lobby Day rally, which is an outside event on the Capitol steps, can be legally armed. So too late into Friday afternoon, suddenly a bunch of really bad gun bills were put on the Senate Judiciary Committee for 8 a.m. on Monday. They were hoping we wouldn't be able to get a turnout. We need to prove them wrong. Here again is a link to send committee a pre-written email. If you have not done this yet, do it now and pass the link on to others. So here is Oppose SB 1222 35 69 240 450 505 543 and 615. Urgent to contact the Senate Judiciary. All right, let me look at this here real quick. That's still... All right, here's the ones put on the table. So, here are the bills coming up on Monday, the 1/13/20. Let's do a quick briefing here. So here are the gun controls bills that are coming up on Monday, January 13th at 8 a.m. in the Senate Judiciary. All right, here's probably the link to the exact doc. But universal background checks, SB 12. Firearm transfers, criminal history record information checks. So basically requiring a background check for any firearm transfer and requires the Department of State Police to establish a process for transfers of firearms. SB 22, one handgun a month. Purchase of handguns, limitation on handgun purchases penalty. Prohibits any person who is not licensed firearms dealer from purchasing more than one handgun in a 30-day period. SB Senate Bill 35 bans guns for parades, marches. Control of firearms by localities, permitted events. Authorizes only locality by ordinance to permit the possession. So they're talking about, banning it for citizens and not for law enforcement. SB 69, one handgun per month. Again, purchase of handguns, limitation of handgun purchases. Prohibits any person who is not licensed from a firearms dealer from the purchasing more than one handgun in a 30-day. Thought we just went over that. Must be something else in there. Universal, SB 70. Again, universal. Red flag law, SB 240. Firearms removal from persons posing substantial risk. And we know how that works. Some of those are just somebody else calling in. I think he ain't right. SB 450 bans guns at Board of Supervisor meetings or City Council meetings because they know when they're screwing you, they don't want you to have a gun and they, get mad. We understand, right? SB 505 bans guns in local government buildings. Control of firearms by localities. Local government buildings authorizes a local locality to adopt an ordinance prohibiting firearms, ammunition, and components of or combination thereof in any building owned by such locality for government purposes. Let's talk about in the buildings. Close the gun show loophole. bans guns in local government buildings and in parks. In parks. So there you go. There's a kind of a highlighted thing of what's going on in Virginia, where we're headed, and they're in the rush to, again, there's lots of things, we're looking into it. Doug Ducote's been covering some great stuff over there. American Joe's been covering it, tons of the channels, Lion Republic. So again, let's keep an eye on that together. You guys hear anything, drop a line, drop an email over to us, or under this video. I'll be checking out the comments and keeping an eye on the email throughout the weekend. Again, this is just a little tidbit of information. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Again, it's kind of wet and rainy here in the Midwest, so it's getting colder and colder, and they're talking about this snow possibly turning into ice and all that great stuff. So wherever you're at, stay vigilant, stay safe. If you're on the roads and you're in bad weather, wherever you're at, other than that, enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here real soon. Make sure you are subscribed and getting alerted. Check those alerts. Check that, ring the bell. Check how you're getting alerted to make sure you're getting alerted. All right, folks, enjoy your day. We'll see you back here real soon.